Over half of Australia has been put under lockdown as COVID-19 cases continue to rise, despite the stringent virus control measures being in place. Now, Australia's largest city, Sydney, has reported a record spike in cases for the second consecutive day. The infection figure stood at 279 locally acquired cases over the past 24 hours, a spike up from the previous high of 259 the day before. Now, a concerning trend has been noted in the suburbs of Sydney. Over 1/5 of the people infected with COVID-19 are interacting with the local community before the infection is detected. Not just Sydney, but the entire state of New South Wales reported its highest daily infection figure. And as the numbers continue to rise, the state's premier has advised people to be prepared for the worst, which was yet to come.
Unfortunately, we had an increase in case numbers from yesterday to 291 cases of community transmission. There are a number of cases still under examination, but at least 50 of those were infectious in the community. And I do want to foreshadow that given this high number of cases, we're likely to see this trend continue for the next few days.
A snap lockdown was imposed in the state of Victoria as well, as authorities struggled to contain the spread of the Delta variant. The state's health department said that all new cases are linked to previously reported ones and were not in quarantine during their infectious period.
Victoria is in a precarious position when it comes to where this particular series of outbreaks are at the moment. It is in all of our hands to continue to work together, to work with our public health teams to get on top of and ahead of this particular outbreak.
As cases spike in Australia, people are out protesting against the government's virus control curbs. On Thursday, 15 people were arrested in Victoria as hundreds of protesters marched through the streets, with some activating flares whilst others assaulted police.
Start to move off, otherwise you'll be arrested.
Public health orders are there to keep us all safe, and protests against it, not following the rules, that's not in anyone's interest. It's not in your interest. All it will do is lengthen the lockdown.
Since the pandemic, Australia was one of the few success stories that managed to keep the virus mostly at bay. But the emergence of the highly transmissible Delta variant has changed the terms. Now, officials say that they'll look at vaccination numbers before the country possibly reopens on the 29th of August.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.